Hey people, unbelievable news, which is what this show is all about anyway. Really unbelievable actually. This is our 799th episode, which means that... That's right, last week was 798. That's right. It's called The Week That Wasn't. Okay, we'll start with the news, literally. Apparently, CNN-News18 is now the #1 most watched news channel in India. This is a great achievement, considering you're #1, despite having a show as bad as Week That Wasn't in your arsenal. I mean, wow, that's great. Yep, we're #1. So what did we get from management for being #1? A bonus? A new watch? A citation? A certificate? No. They just told us that we're #1. Oh, actually, one boss said, well done. And then he asked me, what is your name? Anyhow, it's good to be part of anything that's doing well. Also, it's good to mention #1, and this time not in reference to the output from the kidneys, you know. I shouldn't have done that. That's so, I mean, who does? How cheap can your humor be, really? Slap. To be honest, this is my first experience of this #1 culture. You see, I worked in a music channel for 14 years and we were #3. Now, bear in mind, there were only 2 music channels. We were that bad, #3. But who is the most watched face on our channel? Who is the most popular? Is it a guy called Zaka? Is it Anand Narasimhan? Or is it Maria Shakil, Shivani Gupta? No, it's...
It's me, Matos. It's me, Matos.
Again, I would like to repeat, despite all this, #1. Amazing, well done. So, Delhi cops denied Congress their protest march to the ED office to protest against Rahul Gandhi being called up for questioning. When will people understand the rules? They are fair, they are clear, they're right there in front of you. If your party controls the police, then you can march. If it doesn't, you can't march. Simple. For God's sake, don't make me explain democracy to you. So simple. Not me, really not me, but foreign media is asking, how come no one from the government is ever raided by the ED? Again, please follow the last rule. I explained democracy to you. Explained it. Take it down, learn it by heart. Oh, by the way, last week Mumbai reported 1,803 cases of COVID and 33,417 cases of corruption. See, I told you, no one cares about corruption. How about wearing the mask for corruption? I'll wear the mask. Give me corruption mask, I'll wear the mask. Lalu Prasad Yadav is filing his papers for nomination to the position of President of India. No, not the ex-Chief Minister of Bihar. He's another Bihari guy with the same name. Oh, that's like saying I played cricket with Sachin Tendulkar, not the great maestro, just another Marathi Manus with the same name. Yeah, lots more coming up, but first, the headlines. CNN-News18 is #1 for several weeks. Rahul Gandhi under the ED scanner. And Agnipath program is launched. Okay, folks, now before we go into our top story, something terrible happened last week which upset me so much I nearly didn't do the show. I wasn't able to do it because I was under so much anxiety and stress. Let me tell you what happened. Horrible thing on Tuesday. The city came to a standstill. The Prime Minister was traveling as usual. He shut down the city in Mumbai. All of us were suffocated, dying, unable to move, immobile. And I want to ask only one question, and a very important question. They only seem to be working for the VIPs, the police at the moment. So can we change the name from police to VIPlice? VIP lease, get it? VIPlice. And VIP, very important person. Okay, very important, no doubt. But what about the whoop? VIP and the whoop, that's a very unimportant person. That's us. Most of this country is made up of unimportant people. We are left behind. The police don't serve us. They only serve the VIP. What happened to the whoop? The whoop is the majority. Whoop ko dhyan rakho. Think about us from time to time. Anyway, it's time to go to our top story. Okay, great news, folks. Great news, of course, for us, not for all the channels. That's because CNN-News18, our channel has become the #1 English news channel in the country. I'll say it in Hindi. Abhi #1 news channel ho gaya Angrezi mein. Unbelievable. Racing ahead of times now, and the Republic channel, as per the data shared by the Broadcast Audience Research Council, BARC. So let's go straight to one of our competitive channels and find out whether these ratings are a testimony that audience prefer news and good-looking anchors over noise. CNN-News18, our channel, has become the #1 English news channel, as I've mentioned. What do you think, ma'am?
क्या कहूँ, कैसे कहूँ, लेकिन आप सबका स्वागत है इस देश के सबसे बड़े शो, सबसे बड़े न्यूज़ चैनल में। ये शो जो नंबर 1 शो है, हमारे रेटिंग्स नंबर 1 है।
Maybe the not able to hear me properly. But I think you're mistaken, ma'am. It's our channel that's number 1. I mean, it's very clear.
लगभग 1.5 साल के बाद, आफ्टर नियरली 1.5 years, ब्रॉडकास्ट ऑडियंस रिसर्च काउंसिल BARC रिलीज्ड टू इट्स सब्सक्राइबर्स व्यूअरशिप डेटा फॉर टेलीविजन न्यूज चैनल्स, और हमारा चैनल, आपका चैनल हमेशा की तरह नंबर 1 हो गया है।
No, I don't think you're following the script here completely. I mean, we set this up for you, but you're in denial. It's actually us who are number 1, or have been at least up till now. We are number 1.
चलो देखते हैं क्यों ये रेटिंग्स ऐसे हैं। रेटिंग्स डिस्कस करने के लिए जॉइनिंग अस नाउ इज टॉमी, मोती, टाइगर, सोनू, और पूछते हैं कि नंबर 1 न्यूज़ चैनल कौन सी है। मैं पूछ रही हूँ, हमारा चैनल क्या नंबर 1 है? प्लीज प्लीज प्लीज, ये वो चैनल नहीं है जहां वो न्यूज एंकर चिल्लाता है। ये वो चैनल है जहां हम सब चिल्लाते हैं। तो चलो साथ में चिल्लाए, नंबर 1, नंबर 1। आप सिर्फ ये बताइए कि हम नंबर 1 चैनल है या नहीं। मैं समझ रही हूँ, मैं ये नहीं पूछ रही कि आप हिंदू हैं मैं या मुसलमान हैं, मैं ये नहीं पूछ रही हूँ। मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, क्या मेरा चैनल नंबर 1 है या नहीं? नंबर 1 नहीं है? क्या कह रहे हो, नंबर 1 नहीं है? कौन कह रहा है नंबर 1 नहीं है? तो क्या आपको नहीं लगता है कि आपका देश प्रेम थोड़ा कम हो गया है?
Oh, excuse me. Now, what are you doing? These are just windows with dogs barking. Come on.
But you only asked me for BARC ratings. I'm giving you BARC ratings. BARC.
I'm sorry, folks. We try to have a proper conversation here because we are not the kind of people who are unclassy and want to call people names. We just pointed out who's number 1. Well, it's completely official. What? And I want to share it with everyone. And everyone should know this. The whole country should know this. Guys, I want you to take this out on your Insta feeds, on your Facebook, on your Twitter. Put it up there. We are number 1. Clearly, we are. And when I say we, I mean I am number 1. You can put it together. We in brackets, I, and put my name there. Sir. Number 1. All right?
Sir.
Big show. Yeah,
Sir, I have bad news, sir.
What is the bad news?
Sir.
Well, actually, that's great. Bad news is great. Folks, take this down. We also must only get bad news. Bad news is great news for us. The better the ratings, the worse the news. So always give me bad news. Bad news, good ratings, success. Simple.
Sir, it won't like you. You won't like the news actually. It's that bad.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. Don't be presumptuous, Mane, don't come here and tell me what you think I know or don't know, what I like or don't like. What Pornhub likes and doesn't like is different from what you think I like or don't like, all right? I may like Cocker Spaniels but not cane corsos. I may like left-arm batsmen but not right-arm off-spinners. I might like sofas but I may not like beds. I might like foam, I might not like fillers.
Sir.
So you don't know what I like.
Sir, the ratings are in.
What is
we
it?
have fallen behind.
What do you mean fallen behind? Who could we be behind? Unless it's BBC or TASS, because TASS is doing very well right now. Al Jazeera? Reuters?
No, sir. CNN-News18 has toppled us for several weeks now.
No! Get out! You can't say that! Never take that name! Never take that name in front of me! Get him out! I don't want to see him. Take his ID card. Baar jao! I don't know how that's happening, folks. I just don't know. Again, I'm telling you, we share a wall with this other channel. So sometimes what happens is you plug in the wrong socket and boom, you get them, they get us, that kind of thing. So I don't know. All I know is we'll come back to the number 1 debate, which is not really a debate because it's us. I'll say it softly, but you can raise the volume. It's us. CNN-News18. All right, now time to go to the news, the fresh news of the week. Not so much fresh, it's been going on for weeks. Raga at the ED. All right, that is Rahul Gandhi was called in for what they call a soft interrogation in Delhi by the ED. Now, what were they able to glean from the interrogation, rather the poochtaj or the questioning or the hand-holding session? Let's find out. Let's go straight to Mr. Agnipath. That's his name, Agnipath, of the ED Investigative Wing. Welcome to the show, sir.
Your name?
My name, Cyrus Broacha.
Sorry, your name is not on the list.
What list?
Your name is not there. You are obviously not a significant person.
Yeah, I may not be very big, but we are number one. Just want to point that out. True about that, sir. But moving on to the grilling of Rahul Gandhi, were you able to learn anything from him?
A few details were learned.
Please tell us, such as?
His name.
Yeah, and?
That's it.
What?
Confirmed. His name is Rahul Gandhi.
Mr. Are you fat?
No, it's Agnipath, short for Fateh Chand.
Oh, is that so? Really?
Yes, in Princeton, I had to shorten it to fit in.
So you did your postgrad from Princeton?
No, 2-week diploma course, that too online.
Right, like the show producers. Yeah. Okay, back to Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, he dodged, avoided, ducked, weaved.
From your questions?
No, he was avoiding his party members who wanted to swear undying loyalty to him.
They overdo that, yaar. Frankly speaking, they overdo this whole emotional stuff. But did you catch on any economic offenses, any jugaad, any, discrepancies?
It was difficult. He kept calling his lawyers both present and absent.
Absent? What are you saying? Who are the absent lawyers?
Kapil Sibbal and Harish Salve.
Harish Salve is on the other side, is he not?
They're far absent, na?
Okay, so did you nail Rahul Gandhi? Did you get something finally? What did you get?
We tried. He ordered lunch for himself and us. But when the bill came, he said he had no money. So we had to send the food back.
Oh, that's horrible. Why didn't you guys pay? Why can't the ED pay?
He ordered the food from the Oberoi. If we paid such a hefty bill, we would have to start inquiring and investigating into ourselves.
That's true. That's correct. I think there should be a line. Even at MTV, I used to be the only guy who didn't used to do laundry in 5-star hotels. Malaika, Chinappa, Saukar, horrible. Horrible, I have to tell you. So you couldn't find any offense and you couldn't find anything actually in his name owned by him per se.
Well, we did find one thing, but the value keeps plummeting.
Oh, so there's one thing. Is it his house?
No.
Car? Restaurant?
No, the Congress party, pointless, futile investigation, almost like his NGO, so we gave up.
Oh, that's a bit like our show on our #1 channel. They look after us the same way. Okay, I see. Thank you so much. One second. Again, this is going on. I'll switch here. Oh, God, don't tell me that's the BARC argument is still going on.
क्या CNN News 18 नंबर 1 हो गया? कैसे हो गया? कैसे? किसने कहा CNN News 18 नंबर 1 हो गया? नहीं हो सकता. नहीं.
Ma'am, we are live.
क्या कहूँ? कैसे कहूँ? लेकिन आप सबका स्वागत है इस देश के सबसे बड़े शो में. ये शो जो नंबर 1 शो है.
Ma'am, CNN-News18 नंबर 1 है.
शट अप. हमारे रेटिंग्स नंबर 1 है और अब हम रेटिंग्स और भी बढ़ाने वाले हैं क्योंकि हमारे साथ जुड़ रही है भक्ति कुमारी जी. भक्ति कुमारी जी,
नमस्ते. आयुष्मान भवा.
धन्यवाद. लेकिन हमारे रेटिंग्स आयुष्मान खुराना से भी ज्यादा है.
हमें इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है.
लेकिन हमें है, इसलिए आज का शो, ये शो मैं रेटिंग्स बढ़ाने के लिए कर रही हूँ. इसलिए मैंने आपको यहाँ बुलाया है.
तो कैसे बढ़ाएंगे रेटिंग्स?
ये सवाल पूछ के.
कौन सा सवाल?
क्या आपको लगता है कि ताजमहल के जगह पर मंदिर बनना चाहिए?
बहुत अच्छा सवाल, बहुत ही अच्छा सवाल. देखिए, ये आस्था की बात है, ये श्रद्धा की बात है, ये विश्वास की बात है.
तो कहाँ है आस्था, कहाँ है श्रद्धा और कहाँ है विश्वास?
आस्था सब्जी लेने गई है, श्रद्धा खाना पका रही है और विश्वास छुट्टी पर है.
नहीं, मैं सच में आस्था, श्रद्धा और विश्वास के बारे में पूछ रही हूँ। ये पूछते ही मेरे आंखों में आंसू आने लग गए, मेरे दिल की धड़कन बढ़ने लगी। मैं बेचैन सी हो जाती हूँ कि क्या ताजमहल के जगह पर मंदिर बनना चाहिए?
डिपेंड्स
डिपेंड्स।
डिपेंड्स। आप कौन से ताज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? ताज मानसिंह या ताज पैलेस?
क्या लगता है लाइन में कुछ खराबी है? लगता है या इनका वॉल्यूम डाउन कर, तो कर, कट 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 करो इनको। ब्रेक पे जाओ, ब्रेक पे जाओ। कौन है नंबर वन? नंबर वन कौन है? हम है या नहीं? नहीं।
Okay, finally we agree on something. Because she doesn't understand that we are number one and she's not even number two. But we agree on the break. We'll go into a break. I'll chat offline with both these people and figure out what's going on because they're a little upset. I can't help it. I don't make the rules. This is the way it is. Number one hai to number one hai. It's not our fault, yaar. We don't want to be the best. We are the best. Not something we wanted. I didn't order it on Amazon. It just happens sometimes. We'll take a break, then we'll come back. Welcome back to CNN-News18's The Week That Wasn't. क्योंकि हम हैं number. USA has dropped COVID-19 testing for incoming international travelers. It makes sense. It's just so much easier to not let you into the country if you come from a COVID-hit country. So why do testing? वैसे बोलो कहाँ से? Subcontinent, buzz off. Straight away they tell you. It's not racism. I like that. It's geographism, but it's not racism. Meanwhile, this week in Beijing's Chaoyang district, mass COVID testing was announced amid a ferocious, huge outbreak. Basically, 2 or 3 guys in a bar tested positive. So why mass testing? Yes, just to contradict the Americans. You band kiya, main chalu karta. And that's Mandarin, huh? Chalu is a Mandarin word, I know. It's also a famous name. China, in fact, accuses USA of trying to hijack support in Asia. So not just mass COVID testing, but China's also testing relations with USA. I tell you, those two countries are not getting along. I'm very worried. Always worried about India, Pakistan. What about China, USA? They're also border countries, no? Meanwhile, China continues to harden its position along the border with India. Hey, if we really wanted to rattle the Chinese, just send 5 or 6 Indian tourists with COVID to Beijing.
Sharma, take this down, Sharma.
What? Oh, God, not you again, man.
Porno doesn't listen to other people. I will tell you. Write this down. There are rumors in the market by evil forces, ladies and gentlemen, malicious forces, and they are saying we are no longer number one. I mean, how can they say it, these evil forces? How can they come up with these things? Who are these mad people making fantasy behind our back? Just make up anything fiction. This is a news channel, not a fiction channel.
Sir.
What is it? What is it?
Not evil forces, sir. We are only saying that.
They are saying what?
Our independent survey has said that CNN-News18 is the number 1 channel and now we are actually number 3.
I'll tell you something now. Your mouth seems to be moving, but the words aren't coming out clearly. I don't know what you're saying. They're trapped inside your body, this fat body of yours, which does no exercise and has no right to speak in public. You should never speak in public. You should have this guy speak in public.
Sir, I had informed you about the bad news.
1 minute. Didn't I fire you? Isn't he fired? Sharma, why is he still here? Why is this person still here? This person is a deterrent. He's a horrible thing. He's like a pest. He's like COVID itself. I want him out. Please get out. I've told you before, get out. No, I don't want you to beg. No begging. You can't beg. You can't use influence with me. I'm incorruptible. You're out. I fired you. Go.
I am collecting a few things and I need to get that 2-month salary which you owe me.
What 2 months salary? You want 2 months salary? Watch. I'll show you how we pay people here. Watch. Here's your 2 months salary. Here's your 2 months. Oh, 3 months? I'll give you 3 months. 3 months. You want 4 months salary? My God, I'll give you 4 months.
Sir,
Let the nation watch this.
Sir,
5 months salary.
Sir, why you-
6 months salary.
Sir, why
1
you-
year salary. You want 10 years? I'll give you 10 years salary.
No, sir. Why you are taking this out on me? I am not responsible for CNN-News18 being number 1.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that line. It hurts so much. It hurts so much. It just breaks my heart. Don't say that line.
Sir, what's
Never
up?
say that.
Wipe your tears.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Don't never say that. Please don't. Get out! Just get out! Get out of your face! Out of your face ever again!
Sorry to show you such tragic scenes. This is supposed to be a comedy show. We try to keep it light and frothy and happy, a bit like Anusha Dandekar on MTV in the old days. Don't know about now, can't say now. But Just sorry about that. That guy's going through hard times. He's not happy. He's obviously in a lot of pain. We'll try and get maybe a proper word with him if he can just be civil and talk nicely for a minute towards the end of the show. But in the meantime, talking about civil and talk nicely, it's the government's time. This week, they approved the historic Agnipath scheme, paving the way for the Indian youth to serve in the armed forces. Under the scheme, youngsters between the age of 17.5 years to 21 years can be recruited into the 3 services of the armed forces for a period of 4 years. Yes, I'm safe. Just by 1 year or 2 years, I'm just missed the cutoff. Joining us is the alleged architect of this Agnipath scheme, General Dinanath Chauhan. I don't know, this is the name he's given us. General Dinanath Chauhan.
तू ना थकेगा कभी, तू ना थमेगा कभी, तू ना मुड़ेगा कभी. कर शपथ, कर शपथ, कर शपथ. अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ.
Sir, you may have cost us a #1 rating. That was the worst rendition of Amitabh Bachchan impersonation that I've ever seen in my life. Really bad. I mean, the pitch was off, the intonations were off, the inflections were off. I mean, the baritone quality was not there. I mean, you sound like, I don't know, like that other character in the beginning. General.
सिर्फ जनरल नहीं, पूरा नाम दीनानाथ चौहान, बाप का नाम राजनाथ सिंह चौहान, गांव का नाम 104 साउथ ब्लॉक न्यू दिल्ली, लथपथ, 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 अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ.
Or I would like to say, buck, 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 buck. But let's quit this Agnipath Bachchan impersonation. I may be able to ask you a few questions about this new scheme if you don't mind, if you have the time. So let's go for that.
हाय पूछ लो जो पूछना है.
So what are the advantages of this scheme, sir?
ये स्कीम बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट स्कीम है. ये स्कीम देश के नौजवानों को आइडेंटिफाई करता है.
Felt his voice drop there. How?
As per this scheme, for the first time, a young leader is defined as a person between the ages of 17.5 years to 21 years.
That's right. So you can't watch a dirty film, but you will have to join. Okay, go on.
A young leader is not defined as a 50-year-old Rahul Gandhi. Hi.
Why him? What's he done? It's not his fault he's 50, 51. What else is the benefit of this scheme?
The youth will be admitted to the army for 4 years.
For 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years is enough. Bus. In India, if you give somebody a position for 5 years, he will never want to leave his chair.
I see your point. What else?
This will focus the youth of India in the right direction.
How?
Army, Navy, Air Force is the right direction for the youth of India. Splitsvilla, roadies and Dance Divani juniors is not.
But if they don't get into the army, then they can go to Splitsvilla. No, I mean, they have to go somewhere. Anyway, I guess serving the forces will also instill some pride in the youth.
हाँ. जब देश के नौजवान यूनिफॉर्म पहनेंगे, they will swell with pride.
But does that mean that the youth of today don't have any pride in the country? The pride of wearing the uniform?
They do, but they need to be focused.
How do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean that for today's youth. Actually, hey, let me ask you, hey, would you rather wear a khaki uniform or a saffron uniform? Hey?
Sach batao to, it's very hot for me. I like to go topless everywhere. People complain about it, but I'm not much into the uniform culture. मेरे को कुछ एक लुंगी या टुवाल काफी है, and sandals. Sometimes without sandals also, but it's just too hot, yaar. And then the VIP menace all the time, everywhere I go, hey, gaadi roko, because you'll kill someone. We don't even know who they are. We never know who they are. Who are you going to kill? What will I kill with? My dog bowl of water? Anyway. Verma, I'm just going to give you the editorial. Tell me if it's working for you. And obviously it's working for you because I've written it. In an international conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen, to bring down India's image, China and Pakistan, with help from Namibia and Cuba and northwestern Canada, have plotted to bring down my channel's ratings. Yes, you got it first here on our channel. We've exposed them. I have the papers here with all the proof that you need. I can expose this international conspiracy against me personally,
Sir.
against me,
Sir.
myself, my soul,
Sir,
my heart.
Sir, sorry to disturb you, sir.
This is our friend Mane, also known as Mohit. Mane, since this is an international conspiracy by a foreign hand, I have decided better counsel has prevailed and you have been bachowed and saved. You will continue to work here. It's all right.
Sir,
We
about
keep
that, I
Yes.
quit.
You can't quit. Why? Why would
would you quit? You can't. I've elevated your position. You are now part of the framework. You are not just furniture. You are here to make a difference. You are one amongst a million.
Sir, I got an offer from CNN-News18. I'm going there.
Oh my God. I can't believe these people. What will they stop at next? This is ridiculous. What did they offer you? More money?
No, sir.
Then what? More vacation time? More paid leave because we don't have that here?
No, sir.
Then flexible hours? Is it HRA? Is it PPF? Is it CCTV? What have they given you?
No, nothing like that.
Then why, man? Why? Why?
Sir, because over there nobody shouts.
I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll sue you, Mane. I have a sex tape of yours. When you went to the toilet with Raichand, I have that on camera. In black and white, I have 7 different angles. I will expose you. I'll put it together. I have it here on the backside of the same paper which tells me everything about the conspiracy. It's all about you. I will destroy you. I will bring you to your knees. And the people will watch me do that. The people will watch and know the truth.
Sir, the cameraman just quit.
I'll kill him. I'll go after his family. I'll get his community. I'll get his colony. I'll bring down his building. I'll get the BMC after him. I'll take care of this guy. I'll promise you that.
Sir, the audio guy is also going, the sound guy. Sir, did I tell you? CNN-News18 is #1 news channel.
Okay, what we can't tell you is in the 3 seconds after that happened, we have got calls on our company phone, which we share as corporate head, asking whether he can work here. And I'm told he wants this show. He wants to do our show, which is very bad news for Kunal Vijayekar because we'll be replacing him with that guy. I have influence here. I know people. I have friends in high places. Okay, as we end, I just have to say bye-bye from here. And remember, we'll be back next week with a very important number. It's number 800. 800. So much I forgot the number. We'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye. We'll do this first. Now it's ready.
Yeah, give me the line book wala.
ये हाँ.
So let's go. Rolling.
ठीक है, blue one or red is also their color, no?
थोड़ा North Indian का है.
थोड़ा जाना है?
You are reading the news, you are practicing.
Hi.
Let me finish the show now.